All right, so I just started thinking about attending Zoe, the Million Man March. Somewhere it was mentioned on TV or something. So it appeared that there was another one coming up pretty soon, and it is on October the 10th, 2015. 2015. Yeah, because I already been feeling them needing to take a trip. Just thinking about New York, hit my spot. I think this does a trick too. Supposed to have gone to Baltimore, didn't go. Bought my ticket, changed my mind the night before. Just wasn't feeling it. Don't know why. Of course, they wouldn't get no money back. That's a scam. Get my shit back. Part of it, half of it. You missed out on the seat, but you got my money. Got my money for a ghost, but I didn't go. So he's half, right? Half. You missed out on something, but you gained something. That's compromise. You both win. Need a suit for that. But anyway, so I wanted to get some. I had a link. They had a site to go to. It's not Million Man March. It's about it, but it's a different. They give it a title, name. I wanted to check it out. What was going to be talked about? What it said. What's going on? Info. Stay up here. And so, first thing you hit is justice or else. Right? And as you read through it, and you start reading about all the transgressions against us African Americans here, prisons and schools and things of that nature, right? They're telling you all that's been done to us. Some going, now, no. And you can run into justice or else as you go down, like in between categories. You keep running to this on a regular basis. All right, so I'm going down, and what I've come to have an ear out for specifically, as truth applies to it, is the solutions. There are many people talking, but they're saying what is happening, and then within it, they start debating about the past, which relates to the present, but they're talking about the past instead of saying, okay, well, my doctrine, my religion, my belief system says that to move forward, we go this way. This we got to do. And if everybody can talk about exactly what it is in the future and what their way guides, what their way says to do to best accomplish this for the goal. Figure it's got to be a goal then, right? So what is the goal? What's the goal without arguing about? It's the goal if you're arguing about the past, is to prove that you're right about the past. But tell me what the fuck that has to do with the now, and then go move into the future. If we were something, then what were we? What are our characteristics? What are our belief system? What are our actions and deeds? And what would we be doing exactly now to represent that past to move to the future? That's the fuck I'm talking about. Y'all just keep arguing. So I'm looking for what are you supposed to do on the Million Man March site? Get to the bottom? Nada. All it is about the problems, right? So I don't know what is going to be spoken there. I have to go somewhere. I have to search for it, but it should be there right there on the page, right there on the front page. This is the problem. It's there, but look, we want to know what the solution is. So then I want to know what is the definitions of justice and else. You must define to me what justice is, because you seem to be implying that it's very important. The way you keep listing that, and those words themselves usually hold importance. Justice has importance, and else has its own importance, its own meaning, or else. So I want definite justice of exactly what it is that we should be getting justice for. What is that we are demanding must be rightly and justly, righteously given to us to give us full redemption of justice. Redemption, reparations, what is that is equal to what has been done against us from the past to the present. Because present, first of all, the past is leading up now to the present, and the past, the past is only yesterday. It's still there. And this is how it's going to affect us going to the future based off what's been occurring in the past. And a way to change that, to move to the future, is this way. This is what we believe. This is what we think. This is the plan. This is the outline. And we have researched it all. We have ran the numbers. This is the plan. This is the outline. These are the steps. And we are prepared. If something occurs along those steps, we have prepared for a contingency plan based off of already having an assumption that this may occur. This can go wrong. This can go wrong. This can go wrong. And we can predict what may go wrong. Then we know what the symptoms. We know what to look out for. We can prepare, and then we can adjust rightly adjust to counter that. To move forward, to go right, or just to not take a loss. There's no plans. There's no plans. Because then when you tell me that or else, if you say that, the implication, this or else, is that if you don't do it, I will fuck you up. Now, that's what I mean when I say or else. That's how I interpret it. But I ain't hear nobody saying let's declare war. When in the courts, when the world courts, in the world courts, in these courts, in the highest courts of all the lands, in a search to define and determine the status of the African American here in America. And this is part of the plan. There must be a world forum on defining who the African American is, the lineage, and what are their rights based off the lineage and what occurred to them in the past. And the past is just yesterday. Based off the history, we can assume that this is what's going to happen in the future. The only way that this is not going to happen if this changes, or this changes, and this changes, and that changes. And this is what we predict in the future to right the wrongs, at least from today. These are empty words I keep seeing and hearing. I maintain that we are our own sovereign nation, and that needs to be discussed in the world courts. Just to give the reason why we are not. Give a law. Give the law. Quote the law. That is the law of all the world. That says a people taken from a land is no longer the people, the sovereign people that was on that land. Once they're removed, from the get-go, once they leave the shore, once they hit the ocean, once they get so many miles away, once they get so many years away, it must be proven that that nation is no longer a sovereign people. Show me the law. This is what we must be asking for. That is part of the justice. That's one part. Once again, tell me what justice is. I need to know exactly what it is, how it is going to help us. Just what is justice? And if it's not truth, then please tell me. Because there's only one, which is just and righteous. And it's by way of truth that the truth is. This has not been settled. It hasn't been fully discussed. And if Obama has any connection to his people, this is what he would do going to office. Make that happen, or he will forever be a failure to your people. At least in my eyes, and I'm all that counts. Or the truth will speak to it by way of your position, your status, your connection, maybe even your responsibility. Do you have a responsibility? Well, you do have a responsibility to, I would guess, justice. As a president of the United States, you must lead by way of justice and righteousness. And to actually do this is to always seek the truth and to speak the truth and demand the truth. And you know the truth of your people. Half your people? Nah, your people. Your people, because you're a nigger just like us. This is what he must do. And this is what we must do. For if we are to take that further, to the or else, to its full extension. If we are that, then we have our rights as a nation to defend ourselves because of the suppression of our sovereignty, of freedom of movement, going to our destiny as we wish to move forward to it, not as by dictated by another from the past to the present. And if they don't speak of this, if the plan is not being presented this March, if it's not being spoken to directly, if there is not the threat of war, of righteously and lawfully abiding war, that's the thing, the lawfully abiding. The law says, the law of the world, the law of the land, all law says that a nation can defend itself. That nation can defend itself. And the question is, why is it being attacked? How many righteous nations are being attacked? How many righteous nations are there? What is righteousness? We have been corrupted. Descendants, the rightful heirs of the kingdom of Ma'at, true members by lineage, by blood, by history, by truth. We have the right to our own. Once again, this cannot be denied. And if it's denied, it's denied by and for evil intentions. If this is denied, if it is said, no, this is impossible, can't be true, is not allowed. If it says that the United States of America does not owe the descendants of the African diaspora who came over here and did all that they did unwillfully, and all that until the slavery and all up until the current. If they can say no, you are not, you don't have no rights. You have no right whatsoever to be your own sovereign nation. That's what they have to say. The world has to say that. And the world as a whole, a majority is willing to say that about us. That's an allowance for a world war, right? How can anyone tell you are not your own sovereign being? And how would you allow that? Part of us being brought up in this corrupt system. You do realize all the lies and hypocrisy and the difference that is spun in this world, right? And how it affects this world. That negative, it's negative, right? You know this in truth. In truth of how we apply negative and positive. Just using our own system, using our own word. Use a word against us. Steel, sharpen steel. Words sharpen words. Truth sharpens all. You still gonna get cut. This is what they must say to us. You have no right to. You cannot make any claim to this. You can't make any claim that there's no need to give reparations because you all right. You're fine. You're different than the Native Americans. Theirs was a different situation. Totally different. Doesn't apply to you. And even all else who have gotten reparations. The Aboriginals, no, they're different too. You're unique, you're special, you don't qualify. Yes, we are special. Been treated a special way.